Hello, Backgammon fans. Bill Riles, Tar Mendocino, Ace Point Backgammon, broadcasting from Dubai, the Oasis International Cup Backgammon Tournament. We have a round 7 championship, our Masters Division match tonight. Mikhail Vardanyan from Russia and Bogdar Iliev from Bulgaria. Now, these guys both have 2 losses. So they have 4-2 records. They're still alive. But this is, in effect, an elimination match in that the loser will be out. Over on stream 2, we'll have Platon Surliakos and Petko Kostadanov. That's on the Mind Skillz YouTube channel. And again, 2 players with 2 losses, an elimination match of sorts, and the loser of that is out. So these guys, good handshake and all, looks like they're fired up and ready to go. And here we go. We will have the XG feed, so be able to follow this. Okay, now know Vardanyan fairly well. He's a very strong player. I'm not familiar with Bogdar Iliev. I know the name and quite active in the backgammon community, but and I guess we've played a couple of times online, but this is the first time I've actually met him in person. So this is this should be good. Okay, looks like both of them play with pace, it appears. And I'm sure, certainly once the positions and roles and circumstances get critical on occasion, they'll give due consideration to their options. But initially, with they're playing with a lot of pace, which makes kind of laugh. It'll make it that much easier for. Or that much more difficult, I should say, for Aviv Ziva to keep up as a transcriber. I mean, they're playing like they've got planes to catch. But Vardanyan is off to a nice position, 34 pip lead. And a double big pass, actually too good. Well, 0.01, so not necessarily. So 1-0 Vardanyan. So we go from here. 4-1, standard opening. 6-2 hits. 4-6. So what's he going to do? Probably come out to the 18. Yes. Again, 4-2. Points on the 4. 5-4. Hits there, but he has 4 blots to go. 5-2 comes out. Shahab,
why not?
What are you going to talk a little bit? Are you?
Yeah.
Been joined here with Shahab Ghazi.
Thank you. Good to be here.
What's that? Is that gain down the feedback? Okay, so here we are in the second game, 1-0, Mikhail Vardanyan. Okay, that's good. So I'm joined by Shahab Ghazi, Iran, Norway.
Once, 20 some years ago, I was playing a final and Mayberg was commenting, calling me Iranian Viking, Persian Viking. That's a funny one. Yeah,
So
Persian Viking is a funny.
this is a nice pairing here with. Are you familiar with both of these players? To some
I
degree?
know them.
Yeah.
But I know them, I don't know who is favorites.
Yeah, I know. I'm not terribly familiar with Iliev. But just speak right into it. That's good. You're about like me, huh?
Like, okay,
Yes. So
what's a PR?
it'll
No,
show
not
a little
now,
bit.
I mean generally.
Really? Verdanian's probably 4.5, probably. I'm not sure about Bogadar. Verdanian's a very strong player. Very consistent, very strong. Okay, so again, another early good position. He's got a 16 pip lead.
The only thing I can say about Danian, all the family name finish with YAN, they are probably from Armenia.
Originally, it's the family
Armenian.
from Armenia. Yeah,
Armenian,
right.
immigrant to Russia or wherever. They have many of them in Iran. 9 out of 10 time or more than that, when a family name in Iran finish with YAN, he is from Armenia. That's all I know.
Yeah. I know he lives in Moscow, but is my understanding. But of course, as you say, he's of Armenian heritage. And in fact, somebody was telling me the other day, forget who it was, but someone was saying, why doesn't he play with an Armenian flag? You know, and I said, well, it's his choice. You know, he can play with what flag he wants to. You know. Okay, so
I have experienced this problem without asking me. They give me Norwegian because I come from Norway.
yeah,
Let's say in Monaco with Iranian passport. I am not even welcome to many countries. So, and I've been living there in Norway. My kids are in Norway. I have the citizenship. So why should be problem? You know.
yeah.
But for avoiding that problem, I go with Iranian flag. So now, right now, there is another guy still in. He is Iranian living in Sweden. Okay,
Who's that?
Jamshid Arani,
Yeah.
and he is, of course, Iranian, but living in Norway, Sweden. Sorry.
Stay in front of it.
Okay. So let's talk about game.
Okay. Well, this time, Bogadar's gotten a little better start to this game than the first two games. He afforded some rolls, so he's gotten out his back two checkers.
Who is favorite here, you think?
I would think Vardanyan's favored, but Bogadar's a competent player himself.
Let's say red and white because people
Okay, that's right. That's fine, rather
red
than
and, you
than
know,
pronouncing the names all the
Okay.
time, huh?
just I wanted to say the first one with the big number, the rolling big
Yeah.
double. What double two is a funny one. Interesting because if he's a favorite, if he's ahead in the race, for sure he has to switch. I mean, run, not switch. And that's exactly what XJ say. What's a pip count, by the way?
Same in the lower corners
Oh,
of the
yeah,
board.
okay. Ahead in the race. Okay, that's so simple. That double two was simple. He was ahead and he tried to come home. I know one of his joker is 6-1, of course. In this kind of situation, White desperately wish for a 6-1 in addition to doubles, of course.
And with no checkers behind, he can keep maximum
No, this is
distribution.
wrong. This is so wrong. Keep a sixes. Yeah, keep a six. Yeah. That's my choice. What X is it? X. Okay.
8684.
Yeah, you know what? It's very, very close. And sixes
Very
come with
close.
something. Either 6, 6, 5, 6, 1. You know what I mean? So
Big
6, 2 and 6, 3 is better. He can still keep his 8 points, you know?
okay.
Okay. So whites.
Now, what's the count?
So white
Okay.
need to roll a good number or let 1 point go. I
no.
did it wrong. This might be wrong. This might be wrong.
I think he
This might be
pays
wrong.
now, maybe, huh?
Huh? What was it? I mean, this can be wrong.
Okay.
He has one
Here he
stick
goes
to play.
again.
Yeah,
6-2.
Yeah, the last 6. Let's see the next 6 gonna be.
Now they're both kind of a standoff here.
Well, it's only just 5, 3, 5, 1 is the only thing makes sense.
Yeah, I mean he can't doesn't really want to leave shots from either of the back
And
points.
he doesn't want to go from middle point, so that's the only logical
Options, and he's trailing as well, so it's
So that's the only thing. I wouldn't even think 1 second on this row. This is
yeah.
For
And
me-
Bogadar's got a number of or White has a number of
oh, I mean, what is it
problematic
doing here?
rolls too. I don't know that you.
It's wrong. Of course, no people might say I look at the, I know the answer, but before I see the answer, for me it makes no sense.
Yeah, Ian, he's working on some Russian television backgammon game. He was showing me some of that yesterday, or not a show, I guess you would say. Okay. So Bogart running out of timing here.
Oh, 4-3 is
Go to the mid.
very, very interesting roll.
Yeah, you
Very interesting.
play to the mid.
roll. Very
You want to
interesting
keep the
roll.
pressure on.
Yeah, but
these.
then again, yeah, probably he has to run to the middle point. Of course, 8 and 9 would be bad. Double 4 would be very bad. But that's a correct move, yeah. And he find the right one.
So yeah, he
8 hits.
now he
for
hits.
sure.
Now he's got
And
to
a
roll a
dance-
5.
And a dance is a drop, double pass.
Probably.
Hmm?
Yes,
It's a double and pass.
if he dances.
Double pass, of course. Yeah, double pass, of course. And again, I say it without seeing that. He took it?
No, he hadn't seen it. Here's the double pass. There's the double
So we
pass.
were ahead of time.
Yeah.
I was ahead of time.
Yeah, don't. Watch this. Don't pay attention to
No,
this.
no, no,
Yeah,
okay.
Just that.
Because they're too...
I'm only reading the chat line over
No,
here.
no.
This is delayed somewhat.
No, this is there. I will not...
This is the live.
Yeah. Okay.
What is it? Vardanian, he's down 18. There's just no way to take this.
I mean, why is he thinking that's...
Yeah, and he lets it go.
No problem. He didn't last much time on the clock.
Yeah.
So I forgive him.
Okay. 5-4.
Mastered mine around 7. Mine 7.
Well, they almost play like they're playing SPEEDGAMMON, you know?
I tell you what, sometimes I do that. If you, by playing fast, you affect your opponent, he play fast too,
That's very true. People will typically,
and many people, this is effect of me on people. I believe some of my opponents, I will not name them, even in this tournament. Normally they would play better.
yeah,
Playing with me, they play super fast, and they made some
right.
blunder.
Don't look at me. Look into my.
They made some blunder. Oh God, you know,
Oh, it's Ian. It's and those who have joined us late. This is Shab Godzi sitting in on the commentary on this match.
and I'm talking only nonsense, world class nonsense. It's funny.
Now, if we slide into a back game or two, you'll have some things to say, huh?
Well, that's, you know.
You are a renowned backgammon or back game player, are you not?
Yeah. By far the best. Let me brag. Let me brag a little bit. No, I don't need to brag. Anyway, I am afraid I talk a little bit out of context. And I must call Iran before it's too late. So
Oh, okay.
I thank you for.
Well, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you again.
Guys, enjoy the game.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so where are we? Okay, 2-1 Vardanian. Got a 6-2 to play. 4 checkers back, double anchor. But we'll see how the timing goes here. No double easy take. Bogdar 2. Mikhail doesn't particularly mind recirculating some checkers here. Fours. And this is a bit awkward. I guess he's going to make the 2 and the 4 here. Yeah. Not a bad play, and almost a I won't say a forced play, but something approaching a forced play. It just doesn't have many other options with the 4s. You do that and make the 2 on top of him. I think this is the play, and XG confirms to that. Again, not too many options here. I don't think he really wants to come off the mid to the 11, so that leaves stepping out. Okay, Vardanian 4-1 hits that. I don't remember the exact results, but I know Vardanian played in the UBC Contender in Monte Carlo, and I think he made the playoff, if I'm not mistaken. Good player, very good player. I think he I don't remember who he played, but I think he got to the quarterfinals and lost. Sixes, nice shake here. No, I'm good, I think. Thank you. It's standing behind me. Okay. Now this one is too good. Now he's got to decide whether he wants to put another checker back, and he probably doesn't. He wants Vardanyan to have to play on, and perhaps crunch his board to some extent before he has to let those others escape. Interesting here. What's he do with the 6-2? It's interesting, and as I said earlier, I mean they've both been playing kind of warp speedish, but I thought that they're good enough players that when the conditions warrant it, they were going to slow down and be a little more judicious and considerate of the action. It's on the Yan, Vardanyan. Okay, thank you, Andre. Six two. So the timing is such that Vardanyan is probably going to be able to hold those two anchors, and still Bogdor potentially has some difficulties with them. 5-3, forced, effective. It is forced. Well, not quite. He could have played 2 off the 6, but this is obviously, I think, the better play. Aces moves it up, so both builders are burying on the 2 slot. 6-4. So he's going to clear the 7, which if he has to leave a shot, it'll only be a single shot rather than a double. Makes the deuce point. Okay, key roll here. See if he can get lucky. Doesn't have to be lucky or not yet. Okay, Vardanyan needs needs a small number. He didn't get a small number. He got a rather large number. Will you shift to the ace here, perhaps? Wants him to come on out. I thought he would have maintained a checker there in some fashion. Big pass after that. It's 47 pips down will influence your position, your decision making quite a bit. So 2-2. 7-point match. Glancing over at stream 2, Petco is leading Agtos 5-2 over there. Okay, so 4-1. Or 2. Now he can make the 23 and the 9, or he could make the 21. Not a huge difference, but XG prefers the 9. I kind of personally like that as well, even though XG preferred the other. And as it ends up, it's rather a fortuitous decision. There's now probably I think you go ahead and make the bar. Certainly if missed, certainly highly advantageous to have done that. And now Bogdar with the double sixes moves a lot of freight, and even though Vardanyan's down 34 pips, the structure, positional structure, is such that he's going to have to, not a huge pass by layman's standards, but it's a pass. This would be certainly a difficult take, I think. Now, while contemplating this, the schedule tomorrow will duplicate today's schedule. Round 8 will begin at 1 p.m. So it's 1, 3:36, and 9:30 or 10, something of that nature. Mochi will be giving a lecture at noon tomorrow. Bogdar does let this go. And we continue on. Now there's, in addition, and I think, what's tomorrow? Friday? Double starts tomorrow night. I think some of the jackpots perhaps start late tomorrow. Side events have been ongoing for the last 2 days. Quite a few people have entered into seniors and SPEEDGAMMON in the women's tournament. So a tremendous amount of activity. Puts the 2 up. Always something to be said for 2 up. 3-2. Now, as I might have expected, and I wasn't familiar with Bodegard's game. I know he's a well-known player and a fairly accomplished player, but I don't know what his typical PR is. He's playing about a little over 6 here, but Vardanyan's playing, what, 1-3 or something like that, which... again, corresponds to my knowledge and impression of Vardanyan, that quite a strong player. 2010, he can come around and make that 10-point. Alternatively, he could make the 2. He could put 2 up. Makes the 2. Okay. Five, 6. Aces, but not enough aces to play here. 4th one's tough. So you either split as he did, or you leave a shot on the 14 and keep the point. But again, may as well do that. Vardanyan has 2 blots in his home board. Now this is the rather ugly thing. Oh, pardon me. Again, for those who joined us a little after the beginning, both of these guys are 4-2. So the winner plays on, the loser goes home, as it were. It's a 3-loss Swiss format. Same with Platon, Surliadkos, and Petko Kostadanov. Both have 2 losses, 4-2. So the loser goes home, and right now Petko leads 6-2 in that match. Okay, he finds the XG preferred play there. This one's very straightforward. Okay, here's double pass. Yeah, it's not a, on double ply or double plus, it became a much larger pass than it initially was. So there goes that 1.3 or whatever it was he was playing with. Larry Stevenson is in the house, Dallas, Texas. Yeah, that almost doubled Bordanyan's PR. It's kind of funny, and I'd experienced it this last year and again this year, and I'd warned a number of people about it. The as hot as it is outside, and it's not as hot this year as it was last year, but it's mid-90s and very humid. But it's just as cold inside this playing room. I mean, if you don't have on a jacket or a sweater or something, you are freezing to death. So anyway, kind of an interesting side note, but it's cold in there. It's cold right here. We're just on the kind of a pre-function area right alongside the main ballroom. You know, we had been showing just undefeated players, but it's down to 3 now, and and most of those players with 3 losses are now 1 loss, or with no losses or 1 loss, and many of them had been streamed. So we decided for this round to just look down the list and you know, find some good pairings, and certainly this was a very attractive pairing. Neither had been streamed, and Pekko and Surliakos was a attractive pairing, and neither one of those had been streamed. So we thought we'd mix it up a bit tonight and show some other persons. Now, going into this round, if y'all have not looked at the brackets, and if you scroll down below this video screen here to the description section and expand that, you can find links to all of the brackets and brochure and rules and whatever else. But there are 3 undefeated players at the moment, and those are, there you have it. Oh, punching the wrong button here. Frank Frigo of the United States, Hamid Reza Ardalani from Iran, and Aykut Keskin from Turkey. 2 years ago, Keskin won this tournament, and Ardalani is a good player. I've seen him over probably a 10 or 12 year period at Monte Carlo and Cyprus and in other places. So a very experienced, well-known player. Frigo is playing a 1-loss player from, I think that's the Romanian flag, Christian Popescu. I'm not familiar with that gentleman. So quite the run for those. You know, it's 3 losses before you're out, but it's nice to get those losses late in the game and save them. So to be 6-0 after 6 rounds is quite an accomplishment in a very, very strong field. Okay, a set of 6s works. Now, probably doesn't want to leave 2 blights, so he's going to have to play 7-1. 6 now, several blotting numbers. Nice clearing number. This is the last stream match for tonight. It's 10:45 here in Dubai. So it'll be 11:30, 11:45 perhaps before it's over. So this is it for the night. We begin again tomorrow at 1 p.m. local time, which is, what is that, 5 a.m. Eastern in the States. Double 5s. Doesn't hurt to stay. Petco or may roll a 6-2-5-2 or something of that nature.
In our speaking group, free of charge to participate, but also we will requested repeat possibility we have to the lecture. One last reminder about masters and intermediates.
Okay, not really much future in staying for the moment. He's got 6 checkers, so he's even. There's no immediate chance of him leaving you a shot. So could have left a bit earlier, but the double sixes solved any problems whatsoever. So this will be a 2-pointer in all likelihood for Iliev. And we'll be at 4-3. Okay, so this will play out in that fashion. As I said, Mochi has a lecture at noon tomorrow morning, and then Dirk Schiemann has a lecture at noon Saturday. And then, of course, as was the case last year, the grand final, if you will be played at the top of the Burj Khalifa. So there, he's got a shake at it. Quite the rolling rally here to get to this point. Nope, too little, too late. But again, Sunday, 5 p.m. local. Top of the Burj Khalifa, the Masters final, and that will be a single match. They'll play it down to where it's, as I understand it, and I don't know exactly how you do that necessarily, depending on who wins and loses matches, but theoretically, there will be only a single match in the Burj Khalifa, not a conditional situation on the first match. 6s, that'll work. Fairly easy to play. 4-3. That's the stack on the 6. Okay. 3 down. 6-1. 6 is forced. What do you do with the 1? Okay, keeps the connectivity between the 2 trailing checkers. This is going to hit and point, I suspect. He's going to go ahead and make the 5, or provisionally considering that. I think I put him in the air and play 8-7, but that's the other option, is to step up with 2 pips there. Puts a little bit additional pressure on that checker on the 15. That was my first reaction, and apparently that's XG's preference. 4-5. Now he can run, but he can't hide. Hoping to do a bit better than that. He's going to pick and pass. So what's that? 3 numbers. Doesn't get him. Okay. stay with 3 directs on that blot and dupe the aces otherwise. So now look at this. This could be a double. It is a double. Pretty good sized pass as well. Just too much potential for Vardanyan. Pretty big double. He misses it there. The 6-4 is nothing to write home about. He could take it to the 3 and leave the 3 shots for a third roll. Okay, does that, but what's hits over there? 1s and 6s, so 5, 4, and 1. There's that double 4 that Daniel had been playing around with, and Bogadar gets it. Seven, 4, 4, 3. Yeah. Doesn't really 4, 6. That's a hit. A lot of dancing numbers there. That's one of them. Okay. Too good by the XG analysis. Oh, man. Got the yawns and the tiredness and aches here. Been a long day, but got a nice match going on here. And Petco is having his way with Platon over there. 7-2 Petco on stream 2. There's our Nesh, our videographer and photographer, sitting there beyond the table. Maui Joy has joined us. So, can't, well, he sends it. Okay, so that was a pretty large play on. Oh, okay. ZZ is not here, Maui. Frank Frigo is 6-0, playing in the 7th round. One of 3 undefeated players. I don't. I think it's like 13 or 14 rounds. We're at about that halfway point. That's correct. So, and like I said, there were 3 players undefeated going into the 7th round here, and Frigo was the odd man out in a sense that he got a 1-loss player, so the other 2 undefeated players are playing each other. So should Frank win his match, and then obviously one of the other 2 will win that match, then the 2 remaining undefeated players would play each other in the 8th round tomorrow. 1 p.m. Four and five. Nice 3-1. Five one now. When's I don't think he's got it just yet. He's got a 12 pip lead, which is on the cusp. But he got a clear checkers off of that midpoint, so it's pretty good no double, and he recognizes that and moves on. Now he can make a 4-point board here. There you go. Pretty straightforward. Okay. Now with a dance. It's not a dance. It's a 1-5. He's going to play that down. Yeah, I did tell him who that is in the background. That's Nesh. Nidak Arsenovic from Budapest. And he will be on our staff in San Antonio in February. He's done a tremendous amount of videography and photography at the World Championship, at various tournaments in Europe, at a couple of the WBGF events. He's really cool guy. Done some video documentaries related to backgammon. You can find them on Facebook, and I'm sure on maybe his website. You can Google it. It's Nesh Production is his title, Nesh, N-E-S-H. Okay, there's the cube. That's got to be a drop. Big, huge drop. 22 pips up. Okay, so Bogdar has to let that go. 6-3. Okay, 6-1. So he gets out of the gate better and faster in this game than he had in several of the others. 3-7-0, 6-2-7 PRs. So pretty well played. I'm not sure what Iliev's normal PR is. The 397 from Vardanyan is probably fairly close to his running average. Okay, and then he's going to hit. Got a little hitting exchange session going on here. At 3-away, 6-away, Bogadar will not waste too much time in trying to activate a cube. No double. Oh, nice shake by Mikhail Vardanyan. Okay. And the ace, so he's into the 5 blot variation, but Iliev has done nothing constructive in his home board yet, so Vardanyan has little to fear. 5-2, and then he'll hit there. 6-1 makes the 18. Three one. That was necessary. Okay. Two and the ace. Maybe he just goes. Oh, he's going to hit it. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, Justin knows. ZZ is not here. ZZ is not here. What is it? Yeah, there was some discussion that he might be here early next week, Justin, if you know what I mean. Kind of some awkwardness all the way around. That helps. Miguel had a kind of a plethora of unstacked checkers, or stripped, shall we say, points. Four two makes the 4. Set of 3s. Now, one would think that's just simply the bar. And okay. What's that? Yeah. Okay. Looking next door here, Petco is up 8-3 on Platon. So Petco nearing success. Yep, double take. See if, I'm sorry? What? I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Hale took that. He's probably a little danger of getting G'd here, so he could take that cube. Only 2% gammons. Less than 1% for his opponent. Okay. That helps consolidate 2 of the strip points for Bogadar. Not sure if it's Micah or Mika, but his nickname of sorts, M-I-K-A, is that pronounced Micah or Mika? I suspect it's Mika, but I don't know that for sure. 4-1. Five, 2, having to tread a little water there. Oh, there's a nice shake. Kind of solves the problem of clearing the mid against the 17. So 32 pip lead, 39 pip lead now. So going to be a 6-5 match. Or probably what? Oh, there's a nice one. Hmm. Oh. Yeah, look at old Nash getting right up close and personal there. It's Lensworth over the board. 6-5 to 9 here. 3-away, 4-way, if you will. Both doing well with time. Okay, Petco wins against Platon. Yes. Bogadar means God's gift, according to Boris Dektiar. Rather presumptuous of his parents, perhaps, but okay. Yeah, we're taking down stream 2. It'll reappear at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, local time. Hey, Tara, remind Petco to turn in his scorecard report. Okay. 4-2. Gonna make, well, he played that pretty fast. Mine could have looked at coming around the corner there. I didn't see the XG analysis of that. Passed by fairly quickly. How many points? They're playing 9 points. You can see the match length on the middle of the scorecard there. 9 points. Okay. Not too much to be done with those aces. That was kind of an ugly roll. Threes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably 6-1 is not what the doctor ordered. He's sitting out there with all those strip points, and 6-1 doesn't do much. Again, these are 9-point matches. Wow. Nice indirect. Okay. Close. That's going to make the, well, I say that, I suspect. Okay, he plays it maximum safety there, leaving one blot in Vardanyan's home board. Double sixes will work. Yeah, I think I might just come on around to the 8. What's XG like? It likes playing 2 out and 2 down. Okay. Yeah, in fact, I saw someone post on Facebook a little earlier pictures of the prize sheets. I don't recall them off the top of my head, but it seems as though first place was something like $40,000 or euros. I don't recall. Okay. Okay, double and a big pass. Not so bad. You let this go, you're still only 2 away, 4 away, so it's not a particularly bad position. You'd rather be on the other side of that equation, but anyway, I think the actual prize fee entry was $400, and then there was like $100 registration fee. But there were 192 players in the Masters division. Well, with 4 checkers in the outfields and 1 blot in Vardanyan's home board, there's a gammon danger involved. 10% gammons for red. So if you give up 1 point here, then it's 2 away, 4 away, which leaves the trailer within a gammon 2 cube. Oh, pardon me. He's contemplating all of the various ramifications of this, both the score, raw score considerations, and then the Masters and well, you just as soon, you can give up the 1 in your 2 away, 4 away, which is not as big a deal. If you take this and lose, you're down Crawford 4 away. If you take this and get gammon, the match is over. So, I think everything points to, and you're down 10 pips. So I think everything points to a drop, and that is what we saw that XG effectively recommends. Okay, lets it go, so that gets us to the 2 away, 4 away point, which most everyone is familiar with. At the first sniff of a gammon, Bogdar is going to send the cube to Vardanyan. There it is. Let's play. Gammon 2 cube wins can win the match for okay, 6-1. Nice roll, makes the bar. Five, 2. Tidies up his outfield over there. 5-2. That kind of gets ugly. Has real no desire to stack the 6 point higher, but yeah, killed I kind of like to position myself so I can survive through the night. Well, it has to stack them deeper and higher. 5-1. It's going to be to the 8 and the okay. Makes Mikhail down 30 pips. But aces can only play probably, he doesn't want to necessarily come up to the 21, but he has to because of the doesn't have another ace to play anywhere. 2-1. Four, 5. That's really awkward. Guess he's going to clear the 10. Six, 1. But the only safe play for Vardanyan and 6-5. Again, we've got one of these kind of standoff games, stripped points. They are vulnerable to 3-1. And it's just such that, Miguel, Vardanyan. Wow. Needs a hit here, a 4, any 4, combo or not. Gets the 4 with an ace. Gives him double 5 joker here. Might not have could prevented it in any fashion. 5-2 makes the 5-point. Kind of like this play. You only leave the indirect. You don't burn many checkers. In fact, in that case, you burn no checkers. And positioning yourself to save a G. Okay, aces. Yes, well played. 6-1. Okay. You can't, what do you do? Do you give him a 7? Give him a 12. Double sixes only. Nine. Okay, puts a little more pressure on that clearance of that checker on the 15. Can't do it, so you leave it back. 7 away, 7 pips away. Only gets 6. It's kind of tough. Eight. Okay, so this is just it's going to be a straight race here. Probably curtains. Okay. Looks like a ball game here. Not over till it's over, but this is getting pretty close to over. So, there it is. Congratulations to Mikhail Vardanyan. He survives, moves to 5-2. Bogdar Iliev loses 4-3, so he's out of the championship competition. So congratulations. And as Bill stretches and yawns and tries to unstiffen a few muscles here, we will be shutting her down. We appreciate all of y'all watching today. And we resume again tomorrow. 243 at the moment. Okay. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. local time here, round 8. So good night. We'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.